This time of the year is a great time of the year to catch big fish, big giant bass, bigger fish. What is one of the keys to catching bigger fish? This one's easy, guys and girls. Good morning, guys and girls. Proverbs 13:11. On March 25, Proverbs 13:11. Oh, this is a good one. Wealth gained by dishonesty will be diminished, but he who gathers by labor will increase. God detests dishonesty, it seems like. He likes hard work. Successful fishing is about a lot of things. By the way, I'm reading from our Catch a Better Life book. This book will be in the bookstores April 5, I believe. We've got our big contest going right now. It's the Catch a Better Life Sweepstakes. You can win $250 in fishing stuff, a rod and reel, some Jimmy Houston Legend spinner baits, a tackle box with other Lucky Strike baits in it, some high seas fishing line. I don't know what else. A few other things, I believe. Over $250 worth of stuff that you can win. All you need to do is go to catchabetterlife.com. Catchabetterlife.com. Scroll down to the bottom, fill in the blanks, and you're entered. Doesn't cost anything to enter. We'll accept entries all the way up until April 5. Successful fishing is about a lot of things, but one common denominator for all great fishermen is effort. That's right, hard work. Are the best fishermen lucky? No, not really, not any more than anyone else. But the harder I work, the luckier I seem to get. Wealth and riches are talked about often in the Bible. Wealth is gained in various ways. I've seen Christians chastised simply because they were wealthy or successful. I've seen people complain about Christians just because they were successful. Just because they were successful. I've seen people complain about pastors of some of these big churches when they've been there like 20 or 30 years. The church buys them a new Mercedes or buys them a new Ranger bass boat or something like that. And they chastise those preachers because of it. It's not usually their congregation that does that. It's some other congregations in the area that does that. God created wealth for many of his chosens. You hear what I say? God created wealth for many of his chosen. Abraham left his country. God told him to leave his country. Started out with nothing but his wife Sarah. Both of them were pretty old. And he ended up owning flocks and herds and slaves and servants and finally kids. Noah. Think about Noah. We don't think about Noah as being rich. He had enough wealth to build a really, really big boat. Not many of us can build that big a boat, particularly at the price of lumber nowadays. Joseph, King David, started out a shepherd boy, ended up being a king. King Solomon, the richest man that ever lived. Jacob, King Hezekiah. I could go on and on and on with this list. And God is still doing it today. God is still doing that today. But he sums up what he will bless. There's the important part of this whole devotion. God is still creating wealth, but he sums up what he will bless. What will God bless? How can we get God's bless from a financial standpoint? Sums up what he will increase. He will increase wealth gained by labor. Wealth gained honestly. He wants you to work hard. He wants you to be honest. If you're honest and you work hard, God will bless you. God is a rewarder of hard work, and he sincerely loves honesty. Let's get to work. Let's do it honestly, and let's praise God for all the rewards, because they're sure to come. Here's our tip for today. Use bigger baits this time of the year. Bigger baits equal bigger bass. That's exactly right. You want to catch big baits, big bass. And let me tell you how you really put that into action. This time of the year, in some places, the bass are already on the bed. Most of the places in the South, the males are up there. The females hadn't kind of come in. Those big females are the ones we're wanting to catch. When the males are in, you see a male swimming around in shallow water, and it's just starting in Oklahoma. The big females are right out in front of those fish. They're right out in front of them, usually 5 to 8 foot of water, maybe 10 or 12, depending on the clarity of the water. But you want to move out in front of them, and you want to use big baits, big crankbaits, big jigs with long trailers, big spinner baits with long trailers, big blades, fish down in that 5, 7, 8, 9 foot depth, out in front of where the fish will be spawning. That's where those big girls are. Fish with big baits, because they are getting ready to go on to bed and go in a period of time when they're not going to eat anything. So they feed up good, and they want to do that by catching something big to eat. Big baits equal big bass. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember,